Hello, my sexy, seductive Scorpios. Welcome, welcome. It is Sachi the Scorpio, and I'm here to do your guided healing tarot for the month of March. Please like, comment, and subscribe. The more energy that you send to me, the more energy that I can send to you. And of course, Scorpio, you are number one. Thank you so much for your likes on last guided healing. I hope you enjoyed the bonus twin flame reading. And of course, if you continue to get those likes, then you'll get another bonus twin flame reading in April. So this is what came out during the cleansing ceremony. We had the Four of Swords in reverse. Okay, so this is telling me that something about the foundation of communication is just not what it should be. Like, it's just not stable. This is also the card of the Quay, which are these like spirits that aren't able to pass into the other realm for various reasons, and they sort of get stuck and like haunt different areas. And so with the Four of Swords like in reverse, it's telling me that these energies that you haven't been able to transmute for a while, you're done with them. Like, they're in the foundation of the way communication is occurring, and you don't want these like spirits basically just sort of hanging around. So it seems like you're done with being okay with things sort of lingering in the air is what I want to say, like not being able to pass on, right? And Scorpio, you're all about that transition period of death and rebirth, of that passing on. And then we had Mr. Mime coming out using trick. So, you know, fairy type does indicate some sort of soulmate relationship. And with trick, it does look like you've been tricked in some sort of situation. Someone's definitely been, you know, a clown here. Mr. Mime is known for making light barriers, so making things seem like they're some way even though they're really not. And we had Phoebus using float on in reverse behind it, telling me that you haven't been able to emotionally move on. Phoebus is kind of like a, I mean, look at his face. Okay, so you can kind of get the feeling of like, you know, the kind of mood that you might be in. You know, a little like in the dumps. But when Phoebus evolves, it turns into something called Melodic, and Melodic is one of the most beautiful Pokemon ever. So I do feel that transformation right around the corner, but unfortunately you haven't been able to move on emotionally for it to be able to transform, is what I was getting. So Scorpio, this month it is a Pisces season special. We're going to take a look at what emotional depths are you in, right? Because Pisces is that deep, deep water. And then we are going to see what keeps you down, what keeps you stuck in the deep, dark depths, to ask a Scorpio. And then in the extended, we're going to take a look at how we can bring you to shore. So what like earth and grounding and physical element you need. And then how do we dry you off, which is, you know, the air and the mental and the communication ingredient necessary. And then we are going to take a look at how to manifest your highest vibrational timeline, and then we'll take a look into some oracles. I will also let you know if you're interested in a private reading, please email me and let me know. After the end of Scorpio, or after the end of Pisces season, I will be closing my books for tarot for at least through Taurus season, so that way I can focus on my astrology services and things. And if you're interested in that, please let me know. I'm going to be working on some creative stuff as well. So anyway, let's take a look, Scorpio. What emotional depths are you in? That was fast. Yeah, the World and the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, so the World in reverse is telling me that this is a huge, huge cycle, but it just can't come to an end. Again, it's like it's dead, but it can't move on, right? This is when the soul like ascends and goes to the light. And you know how we had the Quay, which are spirits that have already passed into a different realm basically, but are just sort of lingering on. Okay, so it does look like it is a pretty big cycle that hasn't come to completion yet, but it's stuck in this physical loop here with the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so something's repeating when it comes to money or housing or some sort of physical relationship. Something in the physical world has repeated. This is a type of troll that likes to collect trinkets. So it's like a certain person who goes around is a traveler. Like they might treat other people like trinkets, you know, just something to be collected, basically. And so there might be somebody who's come in and out of your life, and yeah, then that's the cycle that has yet to be completed here. So it looks like that's the cycle that's gotten you down. Let's see, what's the light energy? The fire went out. Okay. So it's not rooted. This is not a grounded situation. It's really put you up in the air, because it feels like this person, you are very entangled and entwined when it comes to your root chakra, but the whole thing is just not grounded here with the root chakra coming out in reverse. This could be influencing your eating, sleeping patterns, drinking patterns. It makes you feel unsafe, because like, you know, when you're unrooted, you don't feel safe. And it looks like this cycle has just been perpetuating of, you know, someone kind of coming and going, making it seem like, you know, I mean, they just collect trinkets from, you know, different places. And it seems like you've been treated like you're a trinket to be collected. And yeah, it just makes you feel really, really unsafe in this situation. Let's see. What's the shadow here? We have Ninkata, slight intrusion in reverse. Okay, so it looks like you're not letting this intrude in your heart chakra too much. Although I will say, when I was like tapping into your energy, there was a lot of cardiac muscle that was beginning to rip. So the thing is, it's like, I feel like there's some sort of resistance to allowing this intrusion into the heart chakra. It feels like definitely being able to put up stronger boundaries around the heart, for sure. It says it can sometimes live underground for more than 10 years. It absorbs nutrients from the roots of trees. Yeah, exactly. You have a very unhealthy root connection here, and it's just not stable. It doesn't feel safe. And you know, it can live underground for more than 10 years. So again, this does seem to be like a cycle that has been repeating over and over. And yeah, it's just like rooting with someone who's unsafe to root with, basically, who's just a kind of come and go, let me collect my trinkets. And, you know, they might, you know, be back to show the trinkets that they have, but just really doesn't seem like anybody who's ready to settle down. All right, let's see what's keeping you down. What's keeping you stuck? See, going right to the 8 of Pentacles. Ooh, we have the 10 of Pentacles. So the 10 of Pentacles is telling me that there is some sort of cycle that you're both finishing with each other, and it has to do with things in the physical world, whether it's physical relationship, money, or housing. It does seem like abundance is somehow joined. Let's get some clarification on this. Tell us more about what's keeping down. The 4 of Wands. Yeah, again, we have a very kind of tricky, there's a lot of like, you know, troll. Now we have a leprechaun. So very much sort of fae folk. And with the 4 of Wands, this is, again, we have another 4. So it's really based in the foundation of it. So there's some sort of, you know, physical joining when it comes to the foundation of lust or passion or intensity or kundalini, the way that things have been created. It does look like there's a lot of luck involved in this situation with the leprechaun and 10 of Pentacles, which is usually indicative of, you know, very good financial success and things like that. So it seems like what might be keeping you down or stuck is somehow that like luck seems to be in your favor, and that abundance is somehow tied in sort of like, it might be that you found a pot of gold together. Let's see what's the light energy here. That doesn't seem to be a bad thing though. So I'm not sure why it's keeping down. Okay, going right to slight intrusion in reverse. We have Mankey using focus energy. So, but it seems like even though this is the case, your focus is really on the repeating pattern that is occurring. How, you know, there's this attempt to try to intrude on the heart chakra in a very unsafe way. And it seems like that's really what you're focused on, is kind of how it's influencing the heart chakra more than any sort of abundance or luck that could be had here. Also, this is the sacral chakra, so it's where you emotionally connect and where you sensually connect. It says, it lives in treetop colonies. If one becomes angered, the whole colony rampages for no reason. Yeah, so it does seem like some sort of, you know, like if one person's mad, then both people are mad. There's definitely this kind of how it relates to the heart chakra is like how one person feels, everyone's gonna feel. So, yeah, so there could be a lot of anger and rampage, and that's kind of what is being focused on, is more the anger in the heart and the repeating pattern that feels unsafe rather than the abundance and luck. Also, as you can see, Mankey is climbing up a tower, so it does appear that there is some sort of, that's what's being focused on, is the tower moment. Yeah, Scorpionic energy, of course. Tower moment's gonna build. Who does it better than Mars, right? Let's see what's the shadow here. Okay. So, yeah, that's what's keeping you down, is that you're just so focused on this fighting energy, and it's caused, like, it's this, and you can't psychically break the connection. It's like your third eyes are connected, and there's so much focus on whatever this cycle that hasn't been broken is. Yeah, but I mean, it's in the shadow, so your third eye, like, you can't have division with division in reverse. Like, the third eye is just so connected here. Anytime coughing comes out, I do see that there can be some, like, poisonous things that you're putting in the body, like smoking, vaping for one, but really anything that's going into the body that is a toxin. So it might be, you know, keeping you down in that way where you're self-sabotaging or something like that. It says, lighter than air gases in its body keep it afloat. The gases not only smell, but they are also explosive. Yeah, so it's like this communication sort of in the air, and it can explode at any time. It's interesting because I did want to mention now that I'm noticing, like, the Four of Wands traditionally is, right, marriage is, union is, you know, two twin flames coming together that are, you know, in union. And it does seem like that is the case, and there is abundance to be had. But the way that the heart feels and how unsafe it is, it causes so much rage. And then all of the energy is just focused on this rage. And then, yeah, and like, it's just very, very explosive energy. Again, it's like, it's this tower moment that's just building. And yeah, I mean, we all know what happens when Scorpio is building a tower. So, all right, like I said, in the extended, we're going to take a look at, you know, what can bring you to shore, the earth element that you need. What can we do to dry you off, the air and the mental element, and then some advice on how to manifest your highest vibrational timeline. But let's see what wants to take us into the extended. Step out of your comfort zone, North Node. Okay, so this is really asking you to step out of your comfort zone and not repeat the same sort of pattern, basically. You know, check where your North Node is and check where your South Node is, because if you're behaving like the South Node, then that is, you know, you're regressing. If you're going towards your North Node, you're going towards your true north, towards your truth, right? And you really want to be able to step out of whatever uncomfortable, unsafe pattern this has been, so that you can move forward here. Let's do one more. Meditate and contemplate. Yeah. New moon in Pisces. This is the moon that is coming up, right? The new moon in Pisces is going to be a very powerful time because it's conjunct Neptune and Venus. Huge, huge day, huge shifts. So you really need to meditate and contemplate on, you know, what it is that you really want and what you should do with the new moon in Pisces, which is coming up just in 2 weeks. I'm going to pull an angel card for us for the extended too. What angel wants to take us into the extended? Divine order. This is some Libran energy. Archangel Raguel. Everything is how it needs to be right now. Look past the illusion and see underlying order. So it does seem like, you know, maybe things seem a little bit chaotic or whatever, but really this is in divine order, and you are meant to step out of your comfort zone to go towards your north node and break this cycle. So, yeah. All right. Well, let's see exactly what you need with the earth and mental elements, and then some advice. The link is in the description box below for the extended. Again, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope to see you in the extended. But if we part ways here, I'm sending you so, so much love, a big hug, and a kiss on your third eye.